Welcome back. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Sukanya Saha. So we have some devastating news coming in from Bangladesh, viewers. Breaking news this just in that once again, a horrifying incident of a Hindu youth being burnt alive has come to light in Bangladesh, viewers. In Narshingri, 23-year-old Chanchal Bhowmik was burned to death inside his shop while he was sleeping. The attacker shut the shutter, poured petrol and set the shop on fire. We're given to understand that this incident occurred on Friday night, January 23rd. The person who set the fire reportedly stood outside until Chanchal burned to death and then fled the scene. Chanchal Bhowmik was the sole breadwinner of his family, viewers. It is to be noted that his father had already passed away and he was responsible for taking care of his ailing mother, a disabled elder brother and a younger brother. So we have Siddhant Mishra back with us live. Siddhant, what do we know about this incident so far? Anyway, this has become like the new norm in Bangladesh, killing Hindu youth one after the other. Now, what do we know about this particular incident? Was it like a family rivalry situation or religious hatred or organized targeting? What do we know about the motive so far?
Well, that's right. So another Hindu youth burned alive in Bangladesh. A horrifying incident of Hindu youth being burned alive has come to light in Bangladesh. In Narsingdi, 23-year-old Chanchal Bhowmik was burned to death inside his shop while he was sleeping. The attacker shut the shutter, poured petrol, and set the shop on fire. Now, this incident occurred on Friday night. The person who set the fire reportedly stood outside until Chanchal burned to death and then fled the scenes. Now, Chanchal Bhowmik was the sole breadwinner of his family. His father had already passed away, and he was responsible for taking care of his ailing mother, a disabled elder brother, and a younger brother. According to local residents and the garage owner, Chanchal was a very simple, honest young man and had no enmity with anyone. The family had locals believe that this murder appears to be pre-planned conspiracy and the religious hatred may be behind it. So, as we know, that from Deepu Chandra Das to Kokon Chandra Das, all were targeted, burned alive in similar incidents. These events have again created an atmosphere of fear among the Hindu community across Bangladesh.
Right. So, speaking of Deepu Chandra Das and Kokon Chandra Das, have there been arrests or persecutions in previous cases involving Deepu and Kokon? And what do these outcomes suggest about justice for minority victims in Bangladesh, which has become like a rising problem right now?
Well, honestly, there were several arrests made by the government in the last two cases, but definitely there is a religious hatred angle which is playing behind all these killings and targeting of boys from the Hindu religion, and public and showcasing them to the world. These incidents are not stopping. So because of the atmosphere, because of the narrative which has been built by the interim government, perhaps the Hindus are being targeted in Bangladesh.
Right. Siddhant, thank you so much for sharing that very crucial input with us and for putting things into perspective. So we're given to understand, viewers, that the killing of 23-year-old Chanchal Bhowmik in Bangladesh has sent shockwaves through the country's Hindu minority community, intensifying fears of targeted violence. Like my colleague Siddhant Mishra already mentioned, Bhowmik was burnt alive inside his shop in Narshingri while he was sleeping after an assailant allegedly locked the shutter, poured petrol and set the shop on fire, reportedly waiting outside until he died. A sole breadwinner, Bhowmik supported his ailing mother, disabled elder brother and younger sibling. He was described by locals as a quiet, hard-working young man with no known disputes. Family members and residents believe the murder was premeditated and driven by religious hatred, especially in light of similar recent incidents in which Deepu Chandra Das and Kokon Chandra Das, like we recently discussed, were also burnt alive. Together, these cases have deepened anxiety among Hindus across Bangladesh and raised urgent questions about minority safety and accountability.